Hello everyone, how good of you to join, and welcome back to Gord campaign, to this very uncomfortable land where we stranded in the last episode. And we just found the cartographer, right, and continue our journey now. First of all, there's this hut here. I think there's nothing though we can do. We need to reach the marked location next. My Gord in the meantime is working. We don't have any idle villagers, right? We still need some more reed if we want to continue building then a bathhouse or a balia and a meat house. Until then though, we can continue with with the soldiers really up here and reaching the marked location, probably with lots of dangers over there again. I think there is a path actually, so let's continue. My two axe fighters and Vlad, my scout, providing the light. Alright, we can see some wild animals. There is some loot here, some gold, very good, and sturdy boots. Always good to get this. And there is some more enemies to fight. We got some good equipment against wolves by now, so we shouldn't be taking that much damage anymore from them. Alright, down they are. There's a bit of gold. Of course, I'm going to take this with me. We always need gold. There's also... yeah, Vlad can take some healing potion there. Perfect. Or some flowers. And we continue through this very dense forest. Where is the point? Over there it is. Perhaps they can find the way automatically. Looks like it. Okay, some more enemies over there. Some food. Some spiders. Alright. Gold and experience gains, 200% for 1 month. Very good. By the way, yes, we have months and we are in summer right now, in August. So he's going to be buffed for that duration now. And since his sanity is waning, we probably should also have a look at some yellow herbs. This is giving sanity. Alright, damsel in distress. Let's get over there. There's more. And with that we also get incantations unlocked. So these are special skills and magic spells that we can use. And in this case here, Fracture. Spawn hellish torturers to crush the limbs of your opponent. And we can just have them, yeah, I guess somewhere over here then.
This one is mine.
We'll get you for this!
You saved me.
Those savages got what they deserved.
They attacked our Gord and killed our people. But you are not from around here.
I am not. I've been a traveler since my village got destroyed. People call me Lynx.
I am Edwin, an emissary of King Isidore II of Calanthea. It seems we share common enemies. What was that thing you just did to these savages?
Forest tricks. You pick them up if you live here long enough. But how come savages are a concern to such fine lords as you? And who are you, old man?
I'm Bogdan, elder of the tribe of the Dawn, humble servants of Dabo.
Dabo? The defeated god of the sun.
Watch your tongue, witch. I've lived long enough to recognize forbidden magic when I see it. Helping you is a mistake.
Hold on, old man. Undeniably, our new friend has some skills and a grudge against our enemy. I would suggest we join forces and welcome her into our settlement.
I wouldn't mind a hot bath.
But, sir,
You yourself keep reminding us how dangerous these lands are. Well, we could use every pair of hands, especially hands as skilled as these, to deal with those threats until the Calanthian troops arrive. Couldn't we?
yes, sire.
Very well, then. Let us carry on through those swamps and across the river. There is supposed to be a very nice settlement there.
Are you sure you need to go that way?
Of course we're sure, woman. We're following the map drawn by the royal cartographer. What is the matter?
Well, I think I already got rid of most of the filth on the way here. But beasts, monsters, and wildfolk living in those swamps drained my powers almost completely.
Beasts and monsters and... Ooh.
Building a temple and assigning somebody to pray in it would help me recover much faster. And believe me, you will find my powers useful in those swamps ahead.
Yes. I believe that we all agree that safety of us, our subjects, is of utmost importance. Let's build this temple of yours first. No one is to enter the swamps before that.
May the gods protect us.
I can take care of that, Elder. You just have some faith.
Alright, a new structure has been unlocked. Should I keep my soldiers out there for now? I think we just keep them there. And build us a temple. Meanwhile, we hopefully should have all the resources for that. There it is, right? And, guess we could have it a bit central there, or over there. Let's have the temple, yeah, with the back to the rocks. Not fitting in quite. Alright, let's have it over there. Let's keep the rocks for aesthetic purposes. I like that. And yeah, some of them are going to have it. Look at that. They're actually out of faith there. Right, so we also need to provide them with that. We do have the Balia and the Midori. The Midori is where they get their sanity from. And the Balia where they get the health from. And I hope that the temple gives them the faith then. Yes, so there, mate, you can actually go ahead and construct that. We could also get our soldiers over, but there, mate, I think will do the job. There it is. Problem is now we need to assign someone to this. I don't have anyone. We need food. I guess we could use one of my soldiers here, perhaps Vlad. But he's my scout. That's a tricky one. Let's assign the lumberjack. Right, so their mate, because wood is something we have plenty of and we don't really need it for the moment. And I think we don't really need a certain skill for this, as far as I know. And we're being attacked. Over here, some boars.
Sire, I'm glad that we found time to praise the true gods, but we need to proceed with our plan. The emissary is getting very anxious about it.
There's more wood and some gold.
Our brother's sanity is plummeting.
That's over here. So there it is now. And sanity-wise, we do have actually everything for the Midori. So let's build this one too. Food we still have plenty of. Faith is going up again. Very good. And with that, we can use then incantations once more. Right, once we have enough faith once more. Let's get back to my soldiers and have a look through all of this here. Oh, more enemies.
Civilization advances.
Oh, and I think we've also reached a new Gord level. Yep, growth level 3. We are a village now. That's when you build enough structures. There's a cage over there. Can we reach that? Seems like not. A totem. Not experience boost. Some wild folk over there. Perhaps we can find a way through this thick there. Corpse. And the berserker's skull. That is probably well fitted here. And items are wearables. What is this doing? Gives additional 1% attack damage. More food and read.
Do you even know what's ahead of us?
A river crossing?
Yes. Which is also a horror's lair. It's known as Ardawen. And it won't let you pass without a sacrifice.
Sacrifice? We will wipe this monster from the face of the earth!
Killing a horror is not an easy task, sire. No one has attempted such a feat in years. We would need a great deal of experienced warriors to have a fighting chance.
It's much more than a monster. It's a sentient demon, conjured from the most vile souls that Velis could stitch together in the underworld. My magic has no effect on it. If you don't want to die, just comply with whatever it asks you for.
Or try a different path.
I don't want to hear about a different route. We'll follow the plan and give this creature whatever it desires, or kill it for all I care. It's the steward's decision.
Alright. Ardawen, a horror. Even Link's warning did not prepare you for what you see emerging from the bog. A rotten, deformed monstrosity with a grimacing face that mocks humanity. He slowly raises his blistered hand and points at you. Feed me! A gurgling voice erupts in your mind. Feed me young flesh. He wants a child. Alright, we need to sacrifice a child to this one. Do we really need to do this? %50 attack damage if it's raining. Ooh. Alright. We got a child now. Alright.
By the grace of
A
the
boy,
gods,
Gare.
a child is born.
Do we really need to do this? That's the question. How strong would it be? It's raining right now, that's the problem, so I'm definitely not going to attack it. Alright, decide later. So we absolutely need to go through here. We could try to attack it, right? When it stops raining. Because I really don't want to sacrifice poor Gare that we have over there. Let's get us their mate. Another ex-soldier then with him. Oh, he's not... Oh, he's got... Yeah, good experience as a fighter. So, let's try to destroy the monster rather than sacrificing a child. Okay, it is windy now, the weather. It's a bit raining, but it's always raining, I think. It's what matters is stand here. So instead of rainy, we got it now windy. Yeah, let's try to attack it. And we're going in with the attack. Can I use an incantation on it? Sapping it. Can't cast that on this creature. So what I can do is I can have a battle cry on my soldiers. Probably does some wonders. Perhaps it does some wonders, who knows? Oh no. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage coming in. Haste, focus, what else would we have? This unfortunately is not working. Movement speed, focus on what's important. Yeah, well, survival is probably important. There's unfortunately nothing else I could do incantation-wise, and look at the damage, like they're almost one-shotting me. Yeah. I think that's not going to work out, we would need way more, and even then, it's hard to manage, so... I think we need to actually sacrifice a child. So back we are. Gare, I'm sorry. You're going to have a nice life, whatever comes next. It's an honor. Okay, this is way more brutal than I thought it would be. And behind it, just a burned down village.
Dear gods.
Who could have done this?
So many lives lost.
What is that?
Get ready to fight!
It left.
What's happening here?
I don't understand it either. But we should leave immediately. He may return at any time.
I agree with the witch, sire. Let's hide in the woods and plan our next move carefully.
Alright, concludes the next mission. On our route to the gold, we had to face not one, but two horrors. We found a magic wielder to help us face these monstrosities, but it's better that we secure our position before venturing onwards. Once again, we need to choose our starting group. We got a few additional villages now available, and we start with 7 instead of 6 this time. Let's keep the axe wielders, right? And also my scout Vlad. Reinhold here is also an axe wielder. Perfect. So we need just 1 for food. We need Tegan here for the cutting. And then we need an additional one for, I think, yeah, also cutting, right? So a lumberjack or something. So Olwen could do the trick instead of Gord. Gord is a new one that we don't really need. So Olwen it is. So 3 fighters, scout, and then also some gatherers.
Witch!
He'll be fine. All right. I think we've gone far enough.
Can someone explain to me what the hell that thing was?
I've seen a lot of wicked creatures in my life, but this...
This is not something people see and manage to tell stories about. It must have been Shmi, or the serpent, as it was once known.
But Shmi is just a children's tale. Feasting on flesh, enslaving souls. How can it be true?
Souls? What is this tomfoolery?
What's so surprising about that? You saw it with your own eyes. Didn't you notice the race surrounding it? That is exactly how they describe him. The General of Horrors. Prince of the Underworld.
Prince of... that's absurd. What's more absurd is your gods. With creatures like that lurking in the forest. We need to build proper fortresses. Or else, we'll have nowhere to run.
He is very well, sire. A nearby area seems fitting for our next Gord. Once we set up the initial settlement, we can then build up the palisade and surround ourselves with rattlesnakes and fireflies that will warn us whenever a threat is near.
I agree. Especially with the wild folk after us. We're on their turf now.
Well, don't just stand here. Get on with it.
I wonder why we didn't sacrifice him. He would have the size of a child. And you have unlocked conspiracy page in the Chronicle.
Long had Belus watched
There is a
fire,
deep story
and
behind
wonder
this,
how
and we
he
can
used
unlock
to
those
praise the
chronicle
true
pages.
gods.
Up to 82 of them there
Those who
are
remember may
with
be
the background
blessed.
story. Alright, we're not going to look at that though now. We are going once again to found us a new gold over here. Is there a pond close by? Yeah, up there we have one. And I think that's about it. My 7 settlers. Off you go. And build the palisade once more. We can then choose the location within this area. Yes, once more I would like to have it look towards the pond then, also towards the outer sides of the map that we probably will have to scout as well.
That's a good start. Remember what you learned so far. To develop our settlement further, we need to build initial structures that will provide us with resources essential to our survival. Wood, reed, and food.
So now it's getting a bit more interesting. We have to build from scratch and, yeah, protect us from scratch. Let's build the lumberjack first, once again, beside the Gord. Then also a battery. I think we don't have any additional resources. A forager hut, very good. For the mushrooms that we can find. Who is actually going for these? Olven? I think that was one of them. So we can also see their skills,
The
right?
previous Wildfolk raid caught us by surprise. I would advise setting a patrolling route for our military units or scouts, and placing fireflies in strategic locations in the vicinity. More torchlight will reveal what lurks in the darkness.
Yeah, that's also something new that we have now. Let me just quickly check it out. We have the work slot option. That's actually pretty good now because we can see the skills right away. So Olven is the lumberjack. Then we got Tegan, who is probably also pretty good. Unfortunately, the current one we cannot see her skills. Right, that is a bit strange, but I think she might be right for it. Perfect. And then we got also here Aleta, and she already worked on the foraging in the last episode, so she should be perfect for that. That's also really cool. They take over, or well, carry over their experience points, right? Build 3 fireflies around the Gord as well. That would be another one of my things to do. And let's actually have them, go back now to work, please. And Tegan. There they are. My 3 soldiers will be ready. And they're made, of course. So we got 4 right now. That's, of course, a bit too much, probably, for what we need to do here. Firefly, there we have it. We need some 25 reed and 25 wood. Let's go out there and explore a bit while we start gathering those basic resources. I think I've seen something down here. Yes, there's a camp, right? There might be something of interest for us over there. Oh yeah, there's definitely some enemies. These strange creatures. Holy cow. Okay, so 4 soldiers really were helped. There's a cage. And looks like a survivor. Yes, we have found someone. Aiblin, and she is good with trading, with cutting, food production, mining even. Very good. Some more food. A leather armor. And also here some faith. Nice camp, and we are growing with that to 8. And I would like to continue over now here. I don't think there's an attack coming from this side, right? It's the back of the map. If we want to continue there, we need to build those 3 fireflies around strategic locations. Don't just stand there, please. Right, this seems like also a dead end, so we can continue there. There's a torch that we can lit. More reed, perfect. That's what we need. Now we have enough reed for the fireflies. Spiders. A bit strange that some of them are still stuck standing around instead of attacking. They should always automatically help their fellows. Alright, this is, I think, a good spot for it because it is the first open area, right? And we can build a firefly here now. And as we can see, this has a radius around it, then we can kind of like find or be the first attacks then. Very good. Offers some light and also some sanity now. Continue onwards through the thick forest here. This is now also a good location, I think, for the next one. And then over here would be probably another one. Because over there we have the pond then. A clay gatherer symbol. This is boosting the efficiency of a clay gatherer. And as we can see, there is some clay over there. So this will probably be then my next target. And I think this is a good location for another firefly.
This terrain is not suitable for building.
Oh, alright then here.
To save on space, rather than placing more buildings of the same type, we can improve the ones that we've got. Initial improvements usually require some clay. Build a clay works and gather clay from nearby deposits to make structural improvements.
That's what we can do. We have unlocked the awakening of the first page. So we can also have a look at then. And yeah, now we need to build a clay worker and improve the buildings. We have the clay deposits and we continue onwards here in the next episode. Stay tuned.